and one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls.
Oh, it get better after that, though.
Success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers.
Hey, whatever happened with old girl you was telling me about? The man home.
With me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. That one bounds through the end
You
zone.
ain't got no Instagram name? You ain't lay your seat for you, boy? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They challenge this crowd to bring
What brunch you going to?
say they're doing that.
Oh, what's the street called? Brunch 2 Bomb?
Try the left side.
LA? Hey, we probably was there at the same time. Well, yeah, I'm about to say, I don't know how often you used to go. I know the niggas that run it, though. Let me know if you ever want to go up there. What?
This is a game that will
You talk about some black... Oh, my God.
It'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy.
I ain't never said I ain't like it. Like, dang, nigga, every week you in brunch. Damn.
That nigga just a bad bitch.
Absolute showdown.
Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance
That's what bitches do,
of this
too.
game.
They go with their bitches.
Might well be the cut line between really good bowl and
Matter of fact.
It's a really good
Matter-
race because at this point of the season late, this is a resume
Matter of fact,
builder,
Just,
and
this was
might
Brunch
be
2 Bomb, my
when
first
you
one.
need to improve
But this is my favorite little bitch.
the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Damn.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there. More people are coming.
Damn, she was cool. I ain't never get the
More
fuck.
people are spreading it. So obviously, to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoffs.
That pass not close as he
Nah, this is the crazy part.
trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the
I think somebody else, now that I look back, somebody else had already, you know what I mean, had they dibs on it. Hey, bro. You right. You just wasn't fucking me that night off the motion. Plant the seed.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Crossing the fucking her friend years later, though. Hell yeah.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and a array of possibilities here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Across the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
You got a spot tonight, Zay?
Yeah, I got a show in Jersey.
Where in Jersey?
I was right in Newark.
Defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes
Cool.
me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Bro, what?
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and
Woo, nigga.
On the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe.
Oh, damn, who was that? Damn. Damn, who was that? CD stuck. Oh, you talking about Sean? Nigga, Sean. That nigga live out there.
Plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback.
Nah, he just stopped going to the fit because he got beat up.
Works his way all the way down to the 3 and the deep.
Yeah, he got beat up and tried to sue LA Fitness because he was like, nobody protected me.
Great job finishing with his pads.
Yeah, got beat up.
Give to the left side.
You need to be in that motherfucker mode.
Touchdown,
You took a class or something.
They
Hold
can
on.
use
Hold on,
this
y'all. Hold on,
score
y'all.
to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big
Oh, yeah. I remember that nigga.
Big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's
Yeah, he did.
important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Yeah, I remember that nigga.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey.
Like Aaron ain't have a chance.
We saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Got a lot of running room. Past the 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throwing catch, and he's down at the 5.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Getting set for the point after.
He ain't no fighter though.
Bangs it through for an extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays.
McGee? Oh.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right
here. That's crazy.
So what I'm hearing is you pillow talk the nigga out of his girl, and then I'm just playing.
They'll go to the ground.
I wonder what all them hoes doing. I don't be seeing none of them bitches no more.
Really good decision making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads and I can pull it and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10+ yards.
The only thing that disappointed me was Sydney had got with Damien. that shit made me bad.
Back to pass. It's Moncrief. Finds his tight end.
Yeah.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over.
Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Well, the quarterback had the matchup he
wanted. Man, I don't know.
Tight end with that wingspan working against that defender in the end zone. Man, that QB will take that matchup.
This is the same Sydney I met, Zay.
About to kick it away after
what Sydney you met?
Remember I met a girl named Sydney in LA that you went to high school with.
Bro, you just be talking, bro. You did that, bro.
I swear to God, brown skin, like 5'8", 5'9".
You met a Simone.
Simone, okay. Nah, Simone was that thing. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Simone. He loves Simone.
Now she been stinking ass.
Bro, that been her nickname. What are you talking about?
Bro, well, she ain't stink when I met her.
No, she didn't stink. That was just her name. Like, we just called her that.
Oh, okay. That's funny, though.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Let's give me a...
Nah, she sound good looking. Kay don't know her.
Just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse and
big stinking ass Simone is crazy.
The state school, South Carolina.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she was that thing. I was like, yeah, big stinking ass.
She's not even big. Well, I mean, she's a taller. I don't know. Everybody considers somebody big.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes it.
Nigga weirdo.
Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control.
Man.
Is a special catch.
And this was just a
man
wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Yeah, Mariano was that thing right there, boy.
Boy.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How confident are you in pounding the football? You get in this situation, 3rd down, you were very unsuccessful. It's 4th down, it's short. What's the play
Does she work?
you can go to get this 4th down and get this touchdown?
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. To the tight end. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And
Hello.
they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Why?
He'll try to tack on one more.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. South Alabama.
Every hood got one.
They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Miami. Just another week of college football
you was gonna
where
say
we've
that, bro.
come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense.
Come on.
The
Come
way
on.
this game started, you feel as if you have
No,
to
we
score
had-
a
we
touchdown
had-
every time
we
you
had
have
hope.
it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
My
Man,
mama,
I
we
wonder
at
how
home.
much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like,
Not
you know
middle,
this is
not middle
crazy.
college.
I gotta score.
No, not middle college. No, no, no.
Possession matters so much. What does that do
For
to you as a
another.
quarterback?
Well, it puts
Bill
a lot
Cosby
more
had no-
pressure
they
on
had
him
no
for sure
hope.
to
But
feel
I was
like
in
gotta
a
make
race.
every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically
And I
down
had-
the field, I
I
gotta
had-
hit them too. We can't
Basically
let
outside
our
of the
serve
school.
get broken.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles.
They was weak.
I'm interested.
They
in
was
watching
weak,
how you
guys.
mix up the play calling. How do you
The
keep
college
the
have that
defense
college have
off?
it, but I'm in high school now, so I think I'm just looking at college bitches like, oh yeah. Oh
He
god.
fires to the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
They got
And
ratchet
they get him
hoes.
down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Play fake, now to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, this defense received a lot of well-earned accolades after registering 4 sacks last week. They've put everybody on notice, and they're doing it again here early, already registering a sack in this one.
Which one? Oh yeah, he definitely low Chico.
Takes a hit as he fires.
That shit was yeah. That shit was funny. He was like, "Call FaceTime me. I ain't pick up."
Damn!
Yeah, I'm like, why you FaceTiming my little joint, nigga? Damn.
Jesse, they were embarrassed a year ago.
Nah, that's crazy.
You're not going to beat a team like Clemson with all
Text me, ain't pick up. Is I don't know.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last result.
I don't know what's the worst part of that sentence. The fact that he called her or the fact that she ain't pick up.
Unleashes one. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
I tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Cool, Monique.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack.
Ariana?
Offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game.
Yeah,
They score a
low-key.
touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop.
Well, I'm
getting
still
the
stuck on
football
spanking
right
ass
back
Simone.
to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They
Oh, I don't know.
understand
I
the
don't
situation right now.
know.
They're jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Buys a little extra time.
Okay, fan.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got the back over the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period.
Meet the Grams.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up.
Yeah, bro, and tell them chill before I get activated.
And ultimately get some points.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it off.
I hate the way that you... What, nigga? That nigga said, I hate the way you say nigga.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Yeah. He was going crazy on that shit.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. We need to be...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Afterburners coming.
This nigga just did a fake photo on me. I should have knew better.
Touchdown, Tiger.
I just computer. I mean, not computer. Rotate. Little online game.
Oh, this nigga is a ball.
I wanted to see how good the tight end from Bowling Green was in this shit.
They got the upper hand.
Harold Fannin.
Through the end zone, it's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Not you wouldn't play the game to
Offense
play
set
with.
on first down. He's going to pass. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Ain't that why you played the game?
Yeah, but to say I played the game to see how niggas from Bowling Green was, it sounds crazy to me.
Leaves them still sitting at their own 25.
The beauty of having college video games again.
Yeah.
Can't wait till hoops come out.
That play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns. He's done a really nice job with his decision-making. He hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Another incompletion on third down.
How nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas. Communication is harder. Snapping the football, everybody being on time. This crowd really affecting the football game.
Looking for a block. It's Mendez. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense.
I said, if I can't get no head, bitch, you can't get no bread.
Passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, does he turn that loose?
In a major way.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
How great is it to have a running back? You can basically run your entire route tree. You don't see
damn, this nigga.
All right, cool. Vertically down the field, get open and make a big play.
Southern Mississippi got the best defensive backs in the country.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside.
When I tell you the play this nigga just made, after being beat on a route.
Touch pass on the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they meet.
No, I'm playing my bowl game in P League. Nah, bro. Last second loss did me dirty. 4.
Tackling. Defense
Well, I played everybody in the league. You hear me?
Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Moncrief. He's got it and still on his feet.
Damn, this nigga don't got no. Oh, he hurt.
This defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. 3rd and goal coming.
I'll tell you in a second.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28.
All right, well, I need you to get off the game and go watch that.
Lining up
Conversation time.
after that touchdown drive.
Well, you do the same thing. You ain't special.
I'm gonna watch it later, man.
No, it was good though.
Nigga, lay down.
You gotta blow that motherfucker up first.
It depends on if the parlay hit or not.
Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this
That
time.
just don't go.
The last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field.
If it do hit, just go on chill. If it do hit, just go on chill.
Hell no, that's the whole point. Why they were man.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I did.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down.
Yeah, it was a bad day.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature.
It definitely did.
And I hate 9 feet tall. Who's going to catch that? No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Takes the easy
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying like that shit's sick. Like how I go like that. Probably I get off and boo-boo, then I smack one.
Not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the
only
ground.
thing I will say is it's a long year, bro.
You got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him,
every leg,
forcing the incompletion.
But we was
now forcing the 4th down.
We had a 5-team man last night. One off.
Their first of the half.
That's a great job there by the defense here early.
You know who cooked? You know who cooked? You know who cooked me?
An opportunity to make the opponent pay.
The Dodgers, bro.
Great field possession.
That boy Yamamoto gave up a fucking grand slam, nigga. Best pitcher in the league. 5'4".
Oh, I haven't watched them, but probably not.
Didn't connect last time.
Bro, before that game he had a 0.9 ERA, bro.
To the air. It's Moncrief.
0.9 ERA is crazy.
I'm ready.
This is going to be a key that we look at.
I mean, you say whatever. I ain't no rush.
How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure?
Nah, go ahead and run. I'm going to finish smoke
If
first.
they could do that, they could affect
and
influence this passing game.
Nigga keep running my players over. What the fuck is this?
That's 7.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Something like that.
Throws to the wideout.
This nigga I'm playing so
right
weak,
downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I know, that's the only thing. But then it's kind of cool because now it's like kind of even.
The aerial assault continues.
But nah, that shit is
He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence
Colorado,
in the
man.
end zone by the air and by the ground.
Colorado.
In keeping with what Clemson looks for to
This is unbelievable.
Colorado,
I
I'm
mean,
going.
you've seen so many
They got-
guys
bro.
run
They got
great.
quarterback.
Clemson made
They got linemen now.
And it's we lost one.
Be dynamic, and this guy is having
Bro, they-
himself.
bro, they
I got to rock, bro. And his coach, and his coaches now.
Squirts through the
I'm
end
not-
zone. That'll
I'm
be a
not
touchback.
creating no
They'll bring it
coach.
out to the 25.
Hey, the nigga I'm playing against so thirsty, bro. With it, he literally doubling the tight end nigga with his user. Like he knew what I was trying to do. Nah, I mean I haven't been able to throw it to him. He's been doing this shit since the first play. It's like he knew what I was trying to do with playing with these niggas.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like
But that's like-
offensively,
that's
you should go
thirsty.
back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid
Every
to dial up
fucking
plays
play,
that
he
you've
on
had
that
success
side.
with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than convert.
And it's caught inside the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they
Everybody got an
dialed up the
OD
shot
blitz
play,
now.
but
That
they
shit is
couldn't
annoying.
make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Sure, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Moncrief. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They're going to throw it again. Got a man. It's Wall. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Scrambling away. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kelly.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Shakes off the defender. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking for space to the left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Looking for the score. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacked on the extra point. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback checking off. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Justice, a nigga in there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
When you ran in there when you was upstairs, you ran in that room and you looked, he was right there in the corner. You ain't see him? You had that SMG, you would have whooped him. I don't even think he saw you.
When now it's 2nd and 14. They go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing.
I was about to say, boy, if I could have pinged that nigga.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the
invite,
box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
Looking to scramble. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Now.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Look, I want to hear shit about that controller today. I don't want to hear shit about nothing dying.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Man. Well, I need me a yeah, I'm finna have it. Hey, one of my little old things. Pull up your beat on.
And he was able to from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, look, go out.
First. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they
go out.
The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
I had to make sure he's still awake. Boy, that boy spit a grape seed up last night.
Quarterback floating away from pressure.
Boy, the motherfucker was so backed up.
He just tossed that one out of bounds.
Damn near infant walked out.
More plays here on third down.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
Nah, because I don't know if those
grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down.
That's crazy. This be niggas' problem. This is why niggas that have shit wrong with them don't know nothing about it. All right, it's cool. 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 It's cool.
4 minutes to play here in the third. Power football with the run. Just steamrolling his way through. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on first and goal.
I got one down.
Trying to power
shoot. Wow, you let him get up? That's crazy. That's
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical.
Nah, bro, I know. I saw the other nigga, bro.
They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
You could have shot my nigga first,
Ready
though.
to try the point after.
Yeah. Bro, I'm fucking with you, dog.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 10 over Miami. Just another.
Me and the random get some help is crazy. One of them kills is mine, nigga. Look at your damage. Look at your fucking damage.
Let us know when it goes final.
Hold on. I got screenshots from yesterday. I passed off it today.
Ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive,
it's okay to talk about that, but when I was
thing, man. Like you play a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to pass on second down. Floating away.
Meaty man.
It'll be incomplete. Trying to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
What?
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
The offense will stay on the field and go for it.
I only got 2 hours before I dip.
3 so far in this one.
I got 2 of them.
They'll immediately call timeout.
No. My shit in the city. Little 15, 20 minutes.
And the game
Then I'm back out putting parlays in. Parlay. Mm-hmm.
A fair catch.
That nigga said, mm-hmm. Those right there. Nigga on that shit again. Here we go.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance.
Oh, man, bruh.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to
get high first, man.
Punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Where's they at?
Here's the handoff. He stopped at the 45 after
Boy, at all. Thank you.
And the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job. A really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Oh, they're fucking jumping.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
Hit that plate box.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd down.
Niggas drop down.
The way you do that is by having success like that.
Oh, he slid.
On first down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level, getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And now on 2nd down for this offense.
I don't give a fuck. It wasn't the mayor this time. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
Snap motion in the backfield.
Was what?
And he has a solid gain before the defense.
Beanie Siegel? Oh, yeah, he do live out the way.
Nah, he said BBC, nigga. That's crazy that BBC is calling your phone.
To the air, it's Moncrief getting some heat.
Cool.
He's got his man.
And they said that was BBC.
Decision on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
Yeah, and I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Oh my God, right here. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
And they two-man.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
He joined.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet.
Hating on the man.
Looking for his man in the middle. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. First down to start the drive after the break.
What are you niggas gay?
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not
These
much
niggas
doing
are
on
gay,
that
bro.
one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
I've been really impressed watching this guy carry the football. It's been a serious workload. They've been force-feeding him the rock throughout the course of the game. And what's most impressive, he's getting better as the game goes on. That was his longest run of the game.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Pulls it and fires to the left. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Niggas gonna talk fuck.
You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive, but hey, man, it's working.
Damn, lame ass nigga.
I guess.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with
niggas in the prison.
They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Of course, loadout cool now. Niggas crazy.
This lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but
crazy.
sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one. And
Ooh,
it'll be a
really
first
got
down.
mine.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
There we go.
Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
It doesn't matter what the defense has tried to do. Man coverage, zone coverage, blitz, whatever. Quarterback has been locked in. 350 passing yards now.
Gets rid of it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, the defense moved in there too quickly. You think it's never going to work until it does.
So I down the nigga. Your controller die while you climb the. All right.
And the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
It's cool. This is my last one.
Lining up for the PAT. Defense way too anxious there, and they just
I see what niggas on with me.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Lining up to add another.
Right.
Smashes it through for the PAT. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. South Alabama is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by just 4 to Miami. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First down here for the offense. The give as they work on that clock. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
So, what's it
They're going to ride this running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll leave it with the lone back.
It's crazy.
Nigga.
This is a big third down.
Niggas crazy.
Just about solve this game
VA
away.
niggas.
No.
Throws to the wideout.
That was not from where I'm from.
Maybe just the turning point they needed. Made the play on the pick.
Bro, VA is not big, bro.
He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting a big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Toss to the outside. Plows through the defense.
Yeah, those are the mute his mic. We're gonna fuck around here playing. Yeah, so I'm gonna spot the nigga water before he go fight.
Want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking.
Tell him hit him in the stomach. He gonna shit himself, and the fight gonna be over. I put 100,000 on.
Second down. Let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on.
Put 100,000 on the other nigga on his ass. Ooh.
The give to the tailback, and the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33.
I finished the nigga.
Dropping back, it's Moncrief. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion. And
my fault with trying.
I'm 2 in there.
Quarterback reacting to what
bro.
the D is showing.
I was fighting for my life, cuz.
A Incomplete. He took a shot.
Lenny! You niggas so.
Find his man. You know what's great about rivalry games?
Boy, them niggas popped up on me like that too. I was shooting one nigga, and the other two came out that nigga's shoulders.